All right, so this is going to be a pretty off-the-cuff video. I don't have a script or any real direction. I just want to talk about how much fun I've been having with Warframe over the past couple days. To preface all this, like, I played Warframe years and years and years ago. And I would kind of play for like maybe 2 or 3 hours. And then it's just like, this is too much. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm confused. I'm going to move on to something else. And then I wouldn't touch it for a couple of years. And then I would get back into my head of like, that game was kind of fun. I was really confused. Maybe this time things will be a little different. Maybe it's a little easier to get into. And I would play it for like 2 or 3 hours, and then I drop it, and then a couple more years. Like this is a cycle that's been going on and on and on, to the point that I had about 50 hours in Warframe, and I had no clue whatsoever how to play, because there was so much time in between that whenever I would get back, it'd be like, what the hell is this stuff? Like, I have this, I have this, I have this, I have this, I have nothing, no idea what to do with it. It was a lot. It was frustrating. But, like, something about the game is really, really fun. And so I finally decided, like, I'm just gonna sit, I'm gonna stream this game, and I'm going to try to see if I can actually play this game. And I have been. I will say a lot of thanks to the guys that have been popping up in my chat. Very, very invaluable information that like kind of helped push me past a lot of the issues that I had. Like this community's like pretty dope, I will have to say. But I'm not here to glaze the community. I'm here to glaze the video game itself, because holy crap, Warframe is just so much fun. Like, oh my god, it's so much fun. The movement in this game is so satisfying. I mean, there's like one little quirk, I will admit, where it constantly feels like I'm veering off to like one side, just very, very slightly. And I tried like repositioning the camera and all that stuff. But other than that, like that's something I can just work around. It is so much fun to just fly around the map. Like, it is so much fun. Like in the first stream that I came back, I was mentioning Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, because like the Tony Hawk's games, those games, like the movement in them was always so incredibly satisfying. Like when you're grinding and like you're going up a ramp and like all of that stuff, like when it was all combined into like one line, with some of the most satisfying mobility in a game ever. And that's what I feel about Warframe. Like it's some of the most satisfying movement that I've felt in a video game. And then on top of it, it's a really fun shooter. Like it's a really, really fun shooter. The weapons are fun. The abilities are fun. I am running Frost Prime, which I had Frost Prime and Trinity Prime, I think from Twitch Prime. A lot of Prime going on. Twitch Prime had like something with Warframe at the time, and this was like years back. And so I had those, and then I had Loki. And honestly, I really enjoy playing Loki a lot. Loki, you can, you know, pop up a decoy. You can go invisible. You can switch places with the bad guy, and like it sort of disorients them. It also disorient you to an extent, but it's really cool to, like, in the middle of a fight, switch places with an enemy, especially if there's one like in the middle of a big crowd and you just start like flailing away with your melee. That's a lot of fun. And then Frost Prime, you have ice abilities. You can freeze and slow and like all this stuff. It's a lot of fun. Everything about this game has been fun. The people that popped up in chat, like, they helped push me past like what probably would have taken me like hours and hours and hours to figure out. They're like, oh yeah, you need to do this and this, and like they explained everything away, and you know, helped make sense of a lot of stuff, pointed me in the right direction, and let me kind of go off on my own. Great help, like really, really great help, because this game, like, there's a lot there. I feel like the problem with the game is that there's so much there that even if like their onboarding was better, there's just too much. There's too much that players need to know. And so it's one of those things where you're just going to be confused no matter what when you play this game. But I promise you, if you get past that initial confusion, the initial panic and anxiety of seeing all of these different systems and like, what the hell do I do with mods, and what items should I keep and what items should I get rid of, and like once you get past that, you're gonna have so much fun. It is such a fun game to play. Don't make the mistake of just running around like it's Fortnite, because that, I mean, it's fun to just run around and shoot things, but I'm telling you, throwing in the mobility, you need to learn the mobility. As soon as you get in the game, crouch and jump. Do it at the same time. It sends you flying in whatever direction you're looking at, and it just flings you forward, and then you just go into the rhythm. It's a rhythm that happens, and you'll quickly just be flying across the map. Oh, that reminds me of another thing. The enemies that you encounter, you shouldn't kill everything that you see straight away. Now, I do think, like, at the beginning, like, you know, run around, kill all the guys to, you know, help level up and everything. But you're going to reach a point where you understand what the game mode is, or what the mission type is, I should say. You're going to understand what the mission type is, and you're just going to want to just use your mobility and get to the objective, which is generally going to be a waypoint, as quickly and as smoothly as possible. It's fine to completely ignore all the enemies along the way. Don't worry about the enemies. Don't worry about all of the, you know, missing crates and everything. Like, just blast through, get what you gotta get, and get out. There are some missions where you can't really do that, and you do have to kill all of the bad guys. But there's a lot of mission types that you just blast through, get to a target, assassinate it, or, you know, like it's easy, it's intuitive. You're gonna understand it. You're not gonna mess things up. You might think you're gonna mess something up, but just play it and you'll figure it out pretty quickly. And honestly, it's worth playing. It's worth figuring out because it is so much fun. Like it's genuinely one of the most fun games that I've played in quite a while. Like I can't think of the last time I've played a game where I went to bed thinking about the game and then immediately woke up the next morning thinking about the game still. Like, I'm excited to get on and play every day. I'm definitely in the honeymoon phase. I will admit that. I'm in the honeymoon phase, but for my first time, like, really trying to get the game down, I'm having a lot of fun. It genuinely makes me happy to play. And I feel like so many games out now, like it's been a while since games have made me happy, especially like a game that is like currently ongoing. You know, because like I come from like you know, Halo, and like you look at the state of Halo, you look at the state of Call of Duty, you look at the state of a lot of these games, and you know, it's hard to be excited for a game. Seeing the way that the community seemingly is very excited, very positive, and like engaged in the game and the community and like, you know, the culture around this game. That's what like really started attracting me again. I watched a video from EPN, Electric Playground, which is ran by Victor Lucas. I'll link it down below. And he went to TennoCon and, you know, interviewed some of the devs and community members and like, you know, just the fans, and talked about the game and like, you know, was going through all this stuff. And it was so interesting and like it was so enthralling to me to find a game that like has, you know, such a strong community, such a strong fan base, and devs that seemingly really like actually care about the fan base that they're making something for. Because like you see a lot of times nowadays, like there's a lot of devs that like sort of think they're above, you know, the fans, and like they're I don't know, it's I don't know. I have no point to this video other than to just say that Warframe's awesome. The people behind the game, Digital Extremes, who do have a deep pedigree of video games going back to like Unreal Tournament, which those games, you want to talk about games that I love? Unreal Tournament 2004, Unreal Championship, like those games, man. Those were like my games. And you know, it's great to see devs that still have a deep passion for video games. And I'm excited to dive deeper into this game. I'm excited and a little nervous because I'm very introverted to dive into the community and, you know, make friends and just have fun playing a game again. Because it feels like it's been so long since I've just had fun. And Warframe is just fun. With the asterisks of you kind of have to figure things out, and it's a little confusing, but it's fun. It's fun. It's worth it. Try it. Try the game, please. Try the game.